Hi there.
Hi.
Hi. This is Natalie, I'm John.
Hi, I'm Natalie.
And I'm John.
And this is our wedding video. So it finally happened. We're actually married. I think John was worth the wait.
Was I worth the wait right now?
We're kind of a pretty good pair together. We decided we needed some of the prerequisite cheesy photos. I was the oldest, so I kind of ruled the roost. I have two younger brothers, Mark and Brad.
I was the youngest boy of two older sisters.
It's been really awesome that our family backgrounds are very similar. We are both blessed to have grown up in strong Christian homes. I was homeschooled, so I had lots of time to practice piano and dress up in costumes.
I grew up playing sports a lot and doing musicals, which is a strange combo, I suppose, but I actually looked pretty cool as a kid. Even though I let my mom dress me all through high school, I didn't care.
After graduating high school, we graduated the same year because we're the same age.
If you count homeschool high school. Got it!
We actually ended up attending Cal State Fullerton as music majors together and never even knew it.
Yeah, and we ended up going our separate ways.
Didn't meet till years later.
Yeah. And I saw this beautiful blonde girl sitting there looking a little shy. I decided to introduce myself. Wait, Natalie, I sat behind you in 4th grade. Don't you remember me, John Lyons? I had a big crush on you.
And all I was thinking was like, what? And I knew he was just doing it to be funny and as a joke to break the ice, and I thought it was hilarious.
And so that's how we initially met.
And that was that. He knew my brother Brad from the high school worship group, and Brad plays keyboard.
So I would always tease Brad about his sister because she's beautiful, right? And so I'd say, hey Brad, when's your sister gonna marry me? But he would actually, he would tell her that I said that stuff.
I actually knew his parents a lot longer than I actually knew him.
My dad actually had the idea of me dating Natalie. He asked my mom, Sheila, one time, well, how about Natalie? Why didn't John try to date Natalie? And then my mom says, she has too much class for him. She actually came over and sat next to me and talked to me in a flirty way, which was like super shocking for me. I don't think I was dressed very nice.
Not like now.
Not like now.
I was actually just being very, very nice. I think I had just had a lot of iced tea, so it was like that weirdly bubbly, perky self of me.
That's the part of her that I see all the time that I love, and I love Oliver, but I love Oliver. Oliver! I love you even though you're my uncle-in-law.
So we heard his music from the album Man Behind the Wheel. After the show I bought it and I got this amazing poster. And I had all the band members sign it. Then of course it got passed on to John and he says, to my 4th grade crush, I miss us. Now, remember, that was the joke and we haven't had... What's that?
It was smooth. And I saw this beautiful blonde sitting by herself, so I decided to go ask her if I could sit with her.
And of course I said yes. This is before Mike Erie, so there was a lot of empty space there.
When I went up with the band to play the last song, I actually strategically left my keys and wallet and phone on the pew there.
He got up so fast, I knew exactly what he was trying to do. So after the service, I grabbed his stuff, brought it up to him and said, smooth, Lyons, real smooth.
It was funny, at that point I was still like, I had so much confidence because I was the guy who didn't think he had a chance. I was like, this will be funny to do. Attention ladies, if you're pretty and you're sitting by yourself at church, I will sit next to you.
I said, is that a threat or a promise?
So some girls would say like, you didn't sit next to me, John. You're not this.
So that kind of started a Facebook-ish type relationship.
So we were basically like hitting each other back with like little short things about a day apart, and then they started to get just longer and longer, and then they started to become like thousands of words long, these replies.
By the end of this Facebook time, it was about February, and I was like, when is he gonna ask me out?
I really enjoyed being single, I really did. So I was really reluctant to ask her out. Beyond what I can.
When I saw him walk in, I was really excited.
I asked her again if I could sit next to her.
Oh, heck yeah.
At the end of the service, I offered to walk her to her car.
While we were walking out, I asked him one of my random questions like, what's your middle name? And he made me guess. He said it was Irish. For some reason, my mind was blank this whole time out to the car. All I could come up with was O'Malley. It's not, it's Patrick.
And then I took advantage of that blankness and asked her out for a date the next day to lunch. And in her blankness, she said yes.
I said yes. I said yes like right away, really fast.
I said, hey, would you like to get lunch tomorrow? I sequestered her phone number from her and texted her the next day.
He suggested Roadhouse because it was closer in my direction.
Roadhouse ended up being the perfect place because there was like nobody there.
Yeah, we ended up being there for almost 5 hours, talking. I didn't even have anything to entertain her or impress her with. We were just talking. Walking out, I noticed a sign, kids eat free on Tuesdays. I was like, hey, but what if you're a child inside? Mr. Pan, you can't eat free anymore. And it's like a stupid joke.
But I laughed.
She actually laughed at it genuinely. It wasn't like fake laughter. It was like, she actually laughed, and it was the first, you were the first woman, I think, ever that could be that quick on my humor. Like, no one really ever gets it except like Sebastian and you, pretty much. So it's pretty good.
And I gave him my very traditional side hug at the end, kind of like this, and said I had a good time.
The 5 hours kind of told me I was good. The hug was just like, oh, okay.
So I made sure to text him a nice long text saying how much I very, very much enjoyed our
So I just had a wonderful date with a rock star. Reflections of this. I made sandwiches. We played games and we talked for a long time and we fed ducks, which was the best part. And we did it until it was cold.
And dark. And then we went back to the Casa. John had to go pick up his friend Laura from the airport. So all up until that time I was debating about what to do.
And so I told her, we'll flip a coin and then heads you come with me, tails you go home. And while it's in the air, you can figure out whether or not you want, or should or will go, what you want to do.
I said I already knew what I wanted to do.
So I told her, just do that then.
So I decided to go with him, and I've been with him ever since.
And by this time, we kind of figured out, I have a lot of fun with this person, we get along. We're not very superficial people, we kind of just, I could tell she was real. I was thrown in the Lyons den there, no pun intended. I had to meet everyone pretty much important in her life.
Every family
all
member.
At the same time.
All of them were there.
Passed the tests apparently that night. No one beat me out for anything. I got her to dance, which is
oh my gosh.
So
I never dance.
I love dancing, and she I'm not good at it either. Next day I asked her if she would be my girlfriend, and she was just like, yeah.
Heck yeah. With the help of Jason, I hid on the Casa roof. John came home from work. I said, I'm already here. That started an hour-long search on his part. I don't play hide and seek anymore.
Just a little bit of love. You jet skied in the Grand Canyon. Beat that.
I was driving and we just hit it wrong and I dumped us off, in the rapid. Thank goodness, no damage to him or me or the jet ski, just the glasses were gone.
I learned the lesson about getting those little things that tie around your head.
I knew that the proposal thing was coming up soon.
I came over early to talk to her parents, asked them, and they said okay. Her mom had to try the ring on to make sure it looked good on it. She tried it on. She's like, can I try it on? Oh, can I try it on? So she tries it on, and don't keep it in. Oh man.
Hey, I'm on my way back to my house if you wanted to hang out. He's like, sure.
Sure, I'll head over there. And so that's when I knew I had to leave, and then had another fake entrance.
My Uncle Tim was there too.
Yeah,
I don't know if he had any idea what was going on.
And as he was pulling up, as I drove by, I said, Tim. He's like, yeah. I was like, you didn't see me. Sometime after Christmas,
And
I'll propose to you.
I said, anytime you propose to me will be the perfect time. So he lied.
I did lie, but it was okay.
I felt so sick. I was like drugged up on the NyQuil. There's John. How you feeling? How you feeling? I really want biology
Like,
tonight.
I really want to can we just please go?
So like, let's go look at lights. So I'm like, sure, can we go to that one street in Fullerton that's kind of like off of Raymond? And he said,
okay, sure, we can go to that one. And so we're walking down the
and
street.
everyone else is in position. We get to the house and he starts like pushing me into the driveway under like these arches and stuff. And then he starts singing and I knew then.
They were having a whole block party. And he had bragged to everyone what was going to go down. So by the time we walked up to the house, people started accumulating. And there ended up being about 40 people.
He had written a song and it had the proposal in it. And got down on one knee and he did the whole thing and it was absolutely perfect.
She kissed me in front of a lot of people. It was I did pretty good to get that.
I waited a long time for you.
I waited a long time for you. Like 60 years combined. I found someone who appreciates humor. I'm pretty good, as all of you know that know me. I like to be silly and make jokes, but I take it just as good as I give it.
Oh, he does, otherwise he wouldn't be with me.
She's willing to have fun with a lot of stuff that most people do take way too seriously.
He lets me be loud and crazy.
She's someone who appreciates being a grammar Nazi like I do, which is really cool.
We have a lot of fun together. And he's super nice to me. It's like this awesome combination.
I would marry her just for her looks alone because that's how beautiful she is. But in reality, I like her personality so much more than her looks.
Thank you very much for coming to our wedding. We very much appreciate it.
Thank you for coming to our wedding.
Thank you for coming to our wedding.
Thank you for coming to my wedding and also for seeing Natalie. We're married now, so if there's something to ring it so she has to kiss me a lot. Marriage!